Hey Capricorn, Mariah here. I'm going to go ahead and get into your July 2021 reading. I hope all of you guys have been enjoying your summer thus far and been hanging in there, hanging on tight. All right. I will let you know in the month of July, but especially August, you guys will be receiving a heck of a lot more content. It's been kind of hard to be as consistent as I want to just because of my day job, but I've made some changes on my end so that way I can make sure you guys get the most content throughout the next month and so on and so forth, and until I stay on YouTube. So, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what do my Capricorns need to know? Last shuffle. One card only. There we go. Spring. Fertility. Oh, okay. What y'all doing? One more for my Capricorns. What do my Capricorns need to know? Blossoming, blooming. This is something new. Something new. Healer. Okay, awesome. So again, like I was saying, blossoming, blooming, something new. There's something new brewing. We have spring, fertility, and healer here. Some of you guys may be actual healers, whether it's in the medical field, whether it's psychologists, therapists. But more so than that, what I'm truly getting off of this, and actually, let me give you one more thing. Some of you guys may either be pregnant currently or will be experiencing pregnancy within the month of July going into August. So early congratulations if you're pregnant, or if you don't know you're pregnant, but you're going to find out. Early congratulations, right? But this is what this feels like for me. Capricorn, you've been doing a lot of healing. You've been doing a lot of healing, and through this healing, it's almost like birthing a new self, right? With that fertility card, you're birthing a new self. You've gone through it, and I know because as an honorary Capricorn myself, okay, from all the crying I've done in your past readings, I definitely know you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot, and I will say to some of you, maybe this is just a specific message. I can't shake this now that I just got the download. Use your pain as power. Use your pain as wisdom. There are people who went through similar things as you, or people who have not went through things as you. However, your words of what you've been through, the pain that you've been through, can help prevent somebody else from making the same mistakes or going through the same obstacles that you have. Why can I shake this now? Now it's like seeping into the bone marrow. Please, 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 for a specific Capricorn, and even all of you, if you've been through trials and tribulations, whether it's in love, whether it's in life, whether it's in career, whatever area, please use your pain. Please use your pain to inspire, to motivate, and to guide others, to prevent them from making the same mistakes or go through the same things you've been through. There's a lot of power in what you've been through, and I don't know if you understand that. I don't know if you really understand the strength of what you've endured and have made it out on the other side of. And there's people that need to hear your story and need to hear your testimony of what you've been through, Capricorn. And I say that with the deepest sincerity. There's some of you who've been through things that are even undeniably unreal, that most people could have never survived or could have never went through or could have never dealt with the heartache or the heartbreak that you've been through. Some of you have been put through the ringer in life, right? And for others, it may have almost felt like you were fated to suffer because of what you've been through or how many times you've been through certain things in your life. But with this healer energy, Capricorn, your endurance, your tenacity, your strength to overcome all of that and to make it through the other side is not only admirable, but it's honorable. And it's damn well for sure to be respected. Please, please, if you can, share your stories, share your experiences, share your wisdom, share what you've been through. It's the sense of, if I was to put this in kind of a more personal context, if I would have, say this is younger Mariah many, many moons ago, but from some of the things that you guys have been through, if you would have told me those stories and those experiences, I'm sure that it would have helped me prevent myself from making certain mistakes or dealing with certain people or going down certain paths. And that's all I can ask from you. And that's actually directly from Spirit. But me too, as, person to person here, don't hold that in. Don't just heal and move on. But there's a certain level of growth. There's a certain level of strength in refacing what you've been through. But to uplift others, to inspire and to motivate, to make people feel like they're not alone in this world and they're not the only one going through something. You've been through it. You've been through the mud. You've been through some shit, Capricorn. Don't just keep it in. Don't just process it. And for some of you, don't suppress it and don't compartmentalize it. Face it. Look at the root of it and be able to share those seeds with others who are going down certain paths that aren't beneficial or in their highest good or highest alignment. I'm not saying go ahead and play Mother Mary. I'm definitely not. But if you can help somebody in need that has been through hardships just like you, just if you can, just to even make the world or your own space a little better, a little brighter. Be a healer. Be a helper. Be somebody that actually cares. There's not a lot of people in this world that cares, Capricorn. And you know that. You've been through your share of shit to know that, obviously, right? But there's too many people in this world that don't care and not enough people that care enough, if you feel me, if you feel where I'm going with this. This is completely off. I didn't even get into the reading. This is completely channeled. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be on your reading. But this is just, I don't know why this is just very pressing for me to really go forward with this message for you. There's not a lot of people in this world that care. And for some of you, that's why you ended up in certain situations, because you cared, or you may have cared too much, right? And Capricorns, because they are very tenacious, they stick things through to the end, even if the end is apparent. You still want to make things work. You are the hardest working sign of the zodiac. So you still push through with determination to see things through, to see the fruits of your labor. But sometimes we just have to let go when we don't bear fruits of that labor. And the fact that you've been through circumstances like that, and there are people who are still trying to push through and going through these rough, hard circumstances in life. I mean, whatever it may be, in love, people that are homeless, people that are on a dead-end job, they don't know where to go, they want to pursue their dreams, they don't know how to. Those things that you've overcame, you can help somebody overcome. So I'm sorry, I'm actually, you know what, I'm not sorry, because you needed to hear that. You did. Let me get into your tarot. Spirit guides, angels, and sisters. What do my Capricorns need to know in the month of July? But through this healing, right? Let's bring it back to you for a second. Through this healing that you've been doing, that you've been going through, it's a birth of a new life. It's a birth of a new you. Some of you have already went through the healing process. We got 2 cards for you. Communication is key and time to take action. Some of you have already went through the birthing process, the healing process, the renewal process, and some of you are still going through the healing process. And that's okay. Slow progress is still progress, baby, ain't it? It's still progress. But see, you're being called right now, Capricorn, to take action, right? Once you heal, then what? You can't stay in the fact or in the state of, all right, I'm healed. It's time to create that new life. So let's get to it. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what do my Capricorns need to know? Most important messages for my Capricorns. And again, we got communication is key here. See, that goes back to my, I guess if you will, pre-message in regards to speaking to people and telling your stories. And that's another form of healing, right? Communicate, speak with people. Be that guiding light that wasn't there for you, right? For some of you. You know, you went through it all on your own. Some of you had to heal your hearts on your own, handle heartbreak on your own, handle financial loss on your own, handle the loss of others. And for some of you, maybe a small percentage, the loss of your dreams. And others, the loss of yourself. But you're in a new phase now. You are. I promise you. You are. You know I love you, Cap. You know, I connect with you guys deeply. That's why I call myself an honorary Capricorn at this point. And I have quite a bit of Capricorn in my chart. My sun is in the 10th house. So I'm like y'all distant cousin, even though I'm a Cancer. What else do we have for our Capricorn spirit? Ace of Earth and the World. Wow. This is... Okay. All right, Spirit. I won't say anything. I'll let you... I might as well just kept going with my pre-message because that's what this is. But I'll keep going. Two of Pentacles and one more for my Capricorns. Knight of Fire. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Water, which is the Four of Cups in the regular tarot. Rider-Waite tarot. Capricorn, exactly what I was saying before I even pulled out any cards. See, we have the High Priestess starting out. The wise woman, the wise counsel, right? But she's in reverse. To me, energetically, for the month of July, there is a calling for you, right? This is just me and you, heart to heart. We talking. I'm in my kitchen. I don't know where you at, but you at where you at. All right, hopefully you're comfortable. But from me to you, there's a calling for you in the month of July. Specifically, especially after everything you've been through and everything I've saw you go through these past months. Now is a calling for you. All of the lessons you've learned. We got the World here. All of the lessons you've learned, all of the difficulties you've had to go through, all of the, for some of you, sleepless nights, restless mornings, crying, depression, anger, frustration, all of the confusion, all of the feeling lost, even the times of feeling like Spirit wasn't even with you. You're just walking through it on your own with no guidance. Right? Because when you're in certain difficult situations that you've never been in before, how do you know how to, get through it? Right? And when you go through difficult situations in life, and when you go through the mud, and when you go through those bumpy roads, especially for some of you who have been through it for quite a while, it at times can feel like Spirit's not there with you. And I know that personally, heart to heart. It can definitely feel like Spirit is not there with you. It can definitely feel like you're walking the path alone. A solo man's journey. When does that journey end? When do I stop walking alone? When does all of this pain go away? Right? Now this is past tense. Because we're in the healing energy. Right? Now, again, all of you are on different timelines. So some of you can still be going through the healing process. And some of you have already made it out on the other side. So you just pick the timeline portion of what fits best for your life circumstance. However, with you going through those days and weeks and months and maybe even years for some of you, we're now coming into a time and we're now coming into a cycle where it's done. It's done, and it's you're moving into this energy now in the month of July where you're now the high counsel. You're now the wise woman. Whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. But you've garnered and gained so much damn knowledge through everything you've been through, Capricorn. And I am damn for sure proud out of any of the signs I've done. Even my Leo gang, which has been going hard. Out of all the signs I've done, I love you to pieces because I sat and cried with you on camera. I felt each and every emotion with you on camera. I felt each and every inch of hurt with you on camera. Personally. In my soul, to my bones. And the fact that through those experiences that you went through, you've gained so much knowledge. Spirit is asking you to share this. Again, these cards are the same messages of what I got. I didn't even need to pull cards. You know, my intuition sometimes is just that on point. It's that king, especially when spirit is guiding a message for you. And this is what this is. It's a guided message. Use your wisdom, temperance, healing. Your word, if I can talk, your words, your knowledge have healing powers, right? See, when people take advice from people, they only want advice from people who have overcame or have been successful in that certain area, in that certain endeavor, or in that certain type of relationship, right? You're not going to get a relationship advice from somebody who doesn't know how to maintain a relationship or is always getting divorced. You know, you're not going to get advice on a business or your career path or your dreams for somebody that's still working at McDonald's and they have their own dreams and they haven't even achieved them yet, but they're telling you how to achieve it, right? You're not going to get advice from those type of people. You're going to get advice from people who have went through the struggle, went through the strife, and made it out on the other side successfully. And that too, you've made it out on the other side. Again, all of you are on different timelines. Some of you are still going through the healing process. So come back and watch this when you're done with the healing process. But for my ones who've made it out on the other side, with this temperance card, there's a need to be a healer. And we got healer twice, this and healer. There's a need for you to be a healer. There's a need for you to use your words of wisdom, right? And for some of you, you may feel like, well, that's not my place. I don't know if I can. There may be a lack of self-confidence, or how do I even go about it? How should I do this? If I would love to help people. I would love to get my words out there, but I don't know how. Should I do it in a book format, a podcast, a YouTube, Instagram, et cetera, Facebook? It doesn't matter. Right? Just get it out there. Pick a platform and choose. And if that platform don't work, choose another one, right? Or listen to your intuition. What does your intuition best guide you to go towards, right? Given on your story, given on your circumstance that you've been through. But there's a need to spread this knowledge, Capricorn, to people, the world, right? To the masses if you can. If you can, Capricorn. There's an opportunity here. I always look at the Four of Cups in this deck as opportunity on the horizon, right? Because now you're no longer looking at that Fourth Cup as, oh, I'm discontent, but now you're looking at that Fourth Cup that's being offered to you as, there's an opportunity there. Let me not pass that up. Don't hold yourself back. Don't feel like you're not capable or good enough. Your words, if I can talk, your words holds weight. And your words holds more weight than I think you understand. Capricorn, I respect you to the 10th degree. But there is a strong urgency here for you to turn your pain into profit with this Ace of Earth. Turn your pain into profit, because if you're going to go through some pain, you might as well be compensated for it. And that's always my motto. If I'm going to go through pain, strife, conflict, sleepless nights, restless mornings, confusion, desperation, uncertainty, I might as well get paid for it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Turn your pain into profit. Right? And for some of you who feels like, you know what, I wouldn't even want to make a dime off of it. I would rather just give my stories out. And that's absolutely okay, and that's absolutely admirable as well. Then figure out a way, Capricorn, of how you can really guide people through your experience. This is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, Capricorn. I love you, and I mean that. And I hope on this journey of healing that you either went through or still going through, that you are guided with the most highest light, the most highest love, because you deserve it. You've been through too much. You've been through too much. So what I'm gonna end up doing here for you, Capricorn, because that was from Spirit. That was a love letter from Spirit. It really is. It really is. Because if I go back to that saying, you need to turn your pain into profit. That's the universal way of trying to compensate you for everything you've been through. You deserve to be compensated for everything you've been through. Financially. Figure out a platform. Figure out which YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, podcasting. Figure out a way and get paid for your pain. And it's not about the money. It's the fact that it's dual. It's the fact that you're able to help people transcend their own lives through your experiences, but you're getting compensated for the bullshit that you've been through. You deserve both, right? So what I am going to do here, I'm so glad you made it this far, since this was absolutely channeled, and I want to get more into your July reading and see what else is coming out for you in the month. We are going to take a look into your love life, who's coming towards you, what's coming towards you, what to expect. We also are going to check out finances a little bit for the month of July and anything else you need to know. So if you would like to join me for that, I will have the link in the description box below for the extended, and we'll go further and see what else Capricorn needs to know for the month of July, because it definitely feels like July is going to be a knockout, a heavy hitter. So I'm very excited to look into it. If I leave you here, Capricorn, just know you are always in my heart. You are always in my prayers. You are always in my thoughts. I wish you nothing but health, peace, love, positivity, and prosperity. And you have a wonderful summer. Bye.